Good morning and welcome to all. This is Tanu Gupta from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. I am going to present a lecture on the subject machine learning and techniques, in which there is an important topic, regression. Now, today we are discussing a regression topic. Okay. So first we understand what is regression, then its various types and so on. So regression analysis is a predictive modeling techniques. Predictive modeling technique means it is used for the predictions of values that it's depend upon current conditions on the past condition, and based on it we predict the value in future. It's estimate the relationship between a dependent and independent variable. Regression in the regression concept, there is one or more variable. There is one variable which is known as independent variable, and another one is dependent variable. It can be more than one independent variable present in the regression technique. The dependent variable is depend upon the independent variable, and the independent variables are independent of each other. So it's a concept in which the regression technique is applied, and we have to find the relationship between an dependent and independent variable. So regression is a statistical method to model the relationship between the dependent, or we can say a target variable or output variable, and or we can say a predictor variable. So there are various names of dependent variables. It can be a target, it can be we can say a predictor, a variable which we want to predict, and one or more independent variable. It can be a one or more than one independent variable. Independent variable, we want to say the variable which we are using to predict the target variable. Independent variable is a variable that we use to predict the dependent variable. So basically regression is estimate the relationship between a dependent and the independent variable. It will be clear when we take an example. First we understand what is the definitions like. More specifically, we can say regression analysis help us to understand how the value of dependent variable, which we denoted by y, is changing corresponding to an independent variable which is denoted by x when other independent variable are held fixed. Means what is the changes in the variable of dependent variable y, whether it can be changed in an independent variable. So how the value of dependent variable is changing corresponding to an independent variable. This is an analysis, and this analysis is known as regression analysis. Okay, for example, relationship between a rash driving and the number of road accident by a driver. It is the best studied through the regression. Means if we have to do a rash driving, then there will be a more chances to increase in number of road accident. Okay. So there is a relationship between an rash driving and number of road accident. In this case, rash driving is an independent variable and the number of road accident is dependent variable, because it is dependent on the independent variable, that is rash driving. When we do a rash driving, then it's of course chances to increases the number of road accident. So number of road accident is a dependent variable which is dependent on the rash driving, that is a independent variable which we denoted by x. So we have to find out the relationship between the rash driving and the number of road accident through the regression. Okay, now we have take another example to clear the concept of regression. To estimate the growth in sale of a company, if we have to estimate the growth of a company, the sales of a company based on the current economic condition. So we like this, in which we have a past data, or we have a present data, or we have a current economic condition. For using this data, we have to estimate the growth of a company in future. Okay, so in this we have to predict a growth in sale based on the current economic condition. So in this current economic condition is a independent variable, because growth in sale of a company is depend on the current economic condition. So that is why growth in sale is a dependent variable which is depend upon the current economic condition. Okay, so regression is an important tool for modeling and analyzing data. Yes, regression analysis is an important tool, that is for modeling and also for analyzing data, how to analyze data, how to process and so on. So the goal of regression is to find a best fit line to the data points that represent the relationship between a x and y. Suppose we have given our dependent and independent variables, so we have to represent in case of regression. So we have to find the best fit line that to the data points that represent the relationship between. In such a manner, the differences between the distances of data point or the curve is minimized. So let us see this diagram. In this diagram, x correspond to our independent variable and y defines our dependent variable. There we have a various value of independent variables and there is a one value of dependent variable. These are the data points. So we have to find our best fit line, or we have to find a relationship between our independent and dependent variable. Okay, so this is our various data points. So the goal of regression is to find the best fit line that minimizes the error between the data points and this line. Okay, so this is our basic concept of regression, which is estimate the relationship between the dependent and independent variable. Okay, so what are the terminologies related to regression analysis? So first one is a dependent variable. As we understand, the main factor in the regression analysis which we want to predict or understand is called dependent variable. Dependent variable is that which we want to predict. Okay, this is that variable which we want to predict, and it is also called a target variable. Okay, independent variable, the factor which affect the dependent variable. These are the factors, or we can say a variable which affect the dependent variable. As in the previous case, the rash driving is affect the number of road accident. Okay, so and we have to find a relationship between a dependent and independent variable between the rash driving and the number of road accident, or which is used to predict the dependent variable, and it is also called the predictor variable, and independent variable are also known as predictor variable. Okay, outliers. Yes, outlier is an observation which contain either the low value or high value in comparison to other observed value. An outlier hamper the results, so it should be avoided. Outlier is an observation which contain either low value or high value. Outlier when we have to predict a value, but yes, there is the over values and there is a under values. Okay, there is very high values and very lower values which we are going to predict. Okay, so these are the outliers. Suppose let us take an example. If we have to predict a value in sale, for example 2000, and the actual values are something 500 or very less 100. So these are the outliers, because the values we predict, because the value that are actually going on are very high and low. So we have to neglect these outliers, very high and very low value, in the regression analysis. Overfitting and underfitting. What is overfitting and underfitting? Under the condition of overfitting, if our algorithm work well with the training data set but not well with the test data set. If our algorithm work well with the training data set which we have to train for the algorithm, but not well with the test data set, so it is a condition of overfitting. And what is underfitting? Underfitting is a condition when our algorithm does not work even well with the training data set, then such a problem is called underfitting. If our algorithm does not perform with training data set, then there is less chances that it performed on the test data set. Okay, so in such a problem, or such a problem is called underfitting. Overfitting, when our training data is performed, when our algorithm is performed well on training data set but not well with test data set. Okay, when the data is large or there is a complex data set, so there is a condition of overfitting. And underfitting, when our algorithm which we have to which we are going to develop is not working well with the training data set, then what is the chances to predict a good result under the test data set, or we have a complex data set or a huge data set. Okay, so these are the basic terminologies which we are going to use in our regression analysis technique: dependent, independent, outliers, underfitting and overfitting, and so on. Okay, so yes, because in the regression analysis we are estimating the relationship between two or more variable. Okay, so these are the correlation coefficient. Positive correlation. Positive correlation means when the one value increases, the other value is also increases. So it can be a positive value, so it can be a +1. Positive correlation, when the one value increases, the other value is also increases. So this is a positive correlation. Negative correlation means when one variable value is increases, the other value decreases. Okay, in the positive correlation, both the variables are increases. When one value is increases, then other values also increases. And in the negative correlation, when one value is increases, the other value is decreases. So the value will be a -1. And the third one is a no correlation. No correlation means there is a no relationship between a independent variable and dependent variable. There is no relationship between a dependent and independent variable, which we denoted by this line. There is no relationship between x and y. So these are the correlation coefficients: positive correlation, negative correlation. In the positive correlation, the value should be positive, that is +1, negative correlation -1, and there is no correlation, there is no specific situation, and so on. So in our theoretical part, positive correlation, as we understand, the value of one variable increases linearly with the increase in another variable. Okay, this indicates a similar relation between the both the variable, and the correlation coefficient will be 1 in this case. Negative correlation, when there is a decrease in value of one variable with the increase in the value of another variable. Okay, like this. Okay, when there is a decrease in value of one variable and the value is increases. In this, the value of y is decreases and the value of x is increases. So this is a negative correlation, because one value is increasing and another value is decreases. Zero correlation and no correlation means there is no more situation when there is no specific relationship between these two variables. These two variable has no relation is known as zero correlation, or we have no correlation. Okay, now comes to a linear regression. First we already understand the regression. Now comes to a linear regression. What is linear regression? Linear regression is a statistical regression method which is used for predictive analysis. As we regression use prediction of the value based on the current values. Okay, so it is used for predictive analysis. It is used for solving the regression problem in machine learning, and linear regression is also used for regression problem in machine learning. Like we discussed previously, rash driving is depend upon the number of road accidents is depend upon the rash driving. So there is a linear relationship between these two variables. So this type of problem can also be solved with the linear regression method. Linear regression shows the linear relationship between the independent variable so the independent variable will be shown on the x-axis and the dependent variable y-axis, and it is called linear regression, because linear regressions show a relationship between a independent variable and dependent variable. Okay, and it should be a linear. That is why it is called a linear regression, because it shows a linear relationship between the, or a straight line relationship between the independent and dependent variable. Okay, so this will be the equation for linear regression. As we already know that the linear regression equation is y is equal to mx plus c. We already you all are already studied in the mathematics that the equation of linear is y is equal to mx plus c. We have to just modify y is equal to b naught plus b1 x plus e, nothing else. So linear regression is a method to predict a dependent variable based on the value of independent variable. So in the linear regression case, it is a method to predict the value of y. Okay, linear regression is a method to predict the value of y based on the independent variable, that is we denoted by x. So we have to find a value of y that is based on x. Okay, it can be used for the cases where we want to predict some continuous quantity. Yes, this is a important line, continuous quantity. If we have to, yes, what is in the regression concept? In the regression concept, if we have the continuous quantity, okay, then in this case we are going to use a linear regression method. It can be used for the cases where we want to predict some continuous quantity or some real values. Okay, so dependent variables, the independent variables and dependent variables, these are the data points, line of regressions, and dependent variable, the response variable whose value is need to be predict, that is dependent, and the independent variable, the predictor variable, which is used to predict the dependent variable, and this is the equation to represent a regression model. So we have to use this equation to represent a linear model. Y is equal to b naught plus b1 x plus e, where y is dependent, x is independent variable, b naught is a intercept, b1 is a slope, and e is a error. Okay, so b naught is a intercept. What is intercept? Intercept when the value of x is 0. What is the value of y? That is a b naught. b1 is a slope. What will be the changes in the value of y when there is a unit change in the value of x? And e, there is an error, or we can say a outliers. For example, if you have to predict a value of some variable y, it should be lie here, but in the market the price of this value is like this. Okay, so the difference between the actual predicted value and what is the value actually are predicting, and the difference between these value is known as error. It is clear by this diagram also. X-axis independent variable, number of independent variable, in the y-axis there are dependent variable, there is a line of regression, these are yellow dots are some data points. Okay, b naught is a intercept, as we already told you, b naught is a intercept, b1 is a slope, or we can say value of change in y when there is a unit change in the value of x, and these are the errors, or we can say outliers. Okay, so y is equal to b naught plus b1 x plus e, y intercept, dependent. We also represent the linear regression relationship by this diagram also, and this will help you to calculate the value of slope, intercept, and so on. Okay. Yes, what is now next is what is logistic regression. In the logistic regression, method is used to predict a dependent variable. Yes, logistic regression is a method to predict some value, it is based on the probability. Yes, in the linear regression case we have a continuous value, but in the logistic regression case we have only two values, 0 and 1. These are binary values, 0 and 1. The result should be a 0 and 1, yes or no, male and female, that it would be a categorized. Okay, it is a categorical value, 0 and 1. Linear regression is a supervised regression model, but logistic regression is a supervised classification model. Okay, so in this the result will be a 0 or 1, or we can say a pass or a fail. There should be a two values only in the resultant, 0 or 1. So, and the logistic regression is based on the sigmoid function, because sigmoid functions give only two values, 0 and 1. That is why the curve of the logistic regression is like this. In the linear regression, the graph will be a straight line, or there is a linear relationship between dependent and independent variable. But in the logistic regression, because it based on the sigmoid function which have a value between 0 to 1 and its ranges from 0 to 1, that is why the graph in the logistic regression case is like this. This one is 0 value and this one is 1 value, and there is one value, middle values, that is a threshold value, which we considered at 0.5. If the values lie below the 0.5, then there is a chances to decrease the value, and if there are values are above the 0.5, then there will be yes the value of 1. So this is a equation which we use to represent the logistic regression. So there is a basic difference between the linear and regression model is that yes, there is a equation in based of equation. Yes, this is a supervised regression model, and logistic regression is a supervised classification model. In the linear regression there will be a continuous value, and in the logistic regression there will be only two values, 0 and 1. This is the basic difference between the linear and logistic regression. And yes, linear regression shows a linear relationship between the variable, and logistic regressions show the probability, and it is used to predict the value variable. Logistic regression is a method to predict a dependent variable given a set of independent variable such that the dependent variable is categorical, and in case of linear regression the dependent variable is continuous, so it will be a real values or integer values. But in case of logistic regression, yes, dependent variable y is a categorical. The answer should be a 0 or 1, yes or no, A, B or C. So this is a linear regression use case. For example, we have already understand this is a graph, it shows a linear relationship. We have to find, in the linear regression case, we have to find a best fit line that is cover all the data point, all the predicted value on this linear relationship. In this example we have advertising cost in 1000 and monthly sale 2900, 450, 60 and so on. If we advertising cost in 1000 is an independent variable and monthly sale is dependent variable. This will be the value of x, this will be the value of y. If we have to spend, understand the linear regression use case, if we have to spend 0.5, that is will be the value of in 1000. Okay, if we have to spend the value 0.5, then there is a monthly sale of 200, and if we have to spend advertising cost 5000, then there will be a monthly sale in 900 and so on. So what we are saying there, all the values are continuous value, there will be a change in value. So in this case we have to use a linear regression use case instead of logistic regression, in which the value are categorical. Okay, so the value of advertising in cost in x-axis and the value of y monthly sale in y-axis, and this show a linear relationship between the dependent variable and independent variable. Logistic regression use case, as we discussed, for example CGPA, it is a independent variable and admission is a dependent variable. Now the admission is depend upon CGPA. If a student has a CGPA of 4.2a, then it will be less chances, or there will be a no chances to get the admission on a particular university or a college. Okay, if they have a CGPA 5.1, then there is a less chances the student will get a admission, and if they have a CGPA 8.2, then yes, there is a chances that the student will get a admission. So will get a admission or not, admission yes or no, we have to denote 0, but a particular student will not get an admission, and 1 we denote a student will get an admission. So there will be a 2 values, yeah, admission yes or no, admission ya for example student will get admission yes or no. Okay, a student will get admission or not. So there will be a value of 0 and or a value 1 based on the CGPA. So because the logistic regression is based on the sigmoid function, so there is a same graph like S, and will be the values between 0 and 1, and yes, this is a threshold value. Okay, so at last we discuss our difference between a linear and logistic. We already discussed in case of definition, to predict a continuous dependent variable and to predict a continuous categorical variable. Variable types, yes, continuous dependent variable, the values are changing. Categorical dependent variable, the dependent variable will be categorical 0 or 1. Estimation method, we have to estimate the value of slope and intercept by using a least square estimation, and in the logistic regression, maximum likelihood estimation, and the equation will be like, okay, and the best fit line, as we already discussed, this one is a straight line and this one is curve, and output yes, integer values, categorical values, and application business domain and classification problem. Okay, so I think you understand what is the concept of regression and linear versus logistic. So that's it for now. Thank you.